Okay, so in the last video I showed how to create master pages, how to put text boxes and all of that on there. I also showed how to link those so that the text will actually flow from one to the other. And the last step right here for the master page is actually we're going to just get rid of this text. And there we go. We have a really good master page right here. It looks like there's nothing on it. You can barely see the little dashed lines, but this is actually going to work very well for our project. And this is what many masters will look like. The only time that you might actually be able to see something is when you might want an element to show up on every single page. And so, for example, I might decide that I kind of want my ingredients, that right there, I actually kind of want to have a fill. And what I'm going to do is put in just a light gray. And so I'm just going to change this to like a 25% for my key. And it's just this kind of light gray. 0 for the cyan, magenta, and yellow. So this is really just 25% on there. And I'll hit OK. So we've got this light gray. You can do this or not. It's really your choice. But I just want to show you how that kind of shows up on the master, on the other pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now take my master page, and I'm going to move, or I'm going to click and drag this down. And what this is going to do is it's going to make 2 pages because I selected the name of it right here where I'm putting it. So I'm going to click and drag that down. I know that these pages are from the A master because I have the A showing up in the corner right there, but they're the pages because they say they actually have a page number here and they're in the page portion of the pages panel. So this is the actual page. If I were to print this, it would show up really as this gray square, but anything that I put in on these pages right here will show up when I print. So whenever I put text, whenever I put an image, that's all good there. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put in my text, and I'm going to put it all in order. And I'll need to grab that real quick. So here is my recipe right here, and it's on a Google Doc. You can also use a Word doc. What's really nice about that is the spell check option. InDesign doesn't do spell check very well, and I've only very lightly formatted this. So I made some page breaks, or some line breaks. I hit enter in order to go from one line to the next. But beyond that, I haven't actually done a whole lot for the actual layout of this. So all I need to do is copy and paste. I did stay in that same order, which is recipe name, ingredients, procedure, recipe backstory, author's notes, the additional information, and then image caption. So I've got that order, and all of my text is in that order. Go over to InDesign, and whenever I try to click on this text box that I know is here, I can kind of see it, I try to double click, it doesn't actually activate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go Shift Control and I'm going to click, and that's on a Windows. I believe it is a Command Shift click for a Mac, and I'm just going to select my first one, double click in there, and my cursor changes to show that I'm now in the text editing option. A quick Control V, or if I wanted to, I could also go to Edit and Paste. And you can see once all of my text kind of went and I've had too much, it will then go into the next box. So if you had many paragraphs and you want multiple different columns, that's a good way to do it. This is just a way that we don't have to copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste over and over and over again. We can do it just a few different times. But what I need to do is I need to get certain information to have a what we call a column break, so it will bump it over to the next column. So right now I've got my title right here, quesadilla tacos, and I'm going to add in a column break. And what that's going to do is it's going to take all of this information from the ingredients and bump it on down to the next one. And I'm not hitting enter, I'm not hitting space. I am going to go to type, insert break character, and column break. What that does, and it takes a little bit for it to finally load, so I just clicked here just to kind of force it. I can still type in to this box, and as long as I don't fill it up, it's not going to jump to the next one. If I hit enter as soon as a bunch of times in order to get to the next one, as soon as I make any changes to this, it's going to affect my formatting further down. So putting in these column breaks is the best way to do it. So I'm just selecting right before the next thing. So procedure, again, type, insert special character, or break character, and column break. If you are on a keyboard or if you have a laptop that has a number pad, if you hit the enter button where on the number pad, it will actually do this as well. So I personally have a laptop, so I can actually click right there very quickly, hit enter, and then find the next thing, hit enter, and then go to the additional notes. And for this, I'll just show you the other way again. Insert break character, column break. And you can see that now I have that information. My image caption is right there, and I don't need the text that actually says image caption. We know that because it's in the right spot. Okay, so now we've got all of our text in there, and for your first page, that tends to be what you're going to want to do. You want to get your text in there, and in the next video, what I'm going to do is show you paragraph styles. And paragraph styles are ways that we can actually make all of our text very consistent throughout a large document. So again, we're going to be using this the same knowledge to create a book project, and we're going to be using these skills for a 64-page document. And once you know the tricks, once you know these skills, you're going to be able to do it very, very quickly.